You're tuned in to the RT Boxing Show. This is the breakdown and prediction segment, volume number 70. I am your host, Mr. A. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Now, hopefully, if you're a new viewer, I much appreciated your time for tuning in. And hopefully you are entertained by the end of this and you become a new subscriber. Hit that thumbs up before you tune away. Now, if you're old subscriber, thank you for your support, your loyal support. And again, I hope everyone just hits that thumbs up because you're entertained by the end of this video. Now, again, this is the breakdown and prediction volume number 70 segment of the RT Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr. A, and we're talking about the catch weight bout between Adrien Broner and Jesse Vargas. Now, a little fun information about this fight is the round of experience between these guys. They come in here with exactly the same amount of rounds of experience. 211 rounds of professional boxing. They're both 28 years old. Now, the reach is 71-69 favoring Vargas, who is the taller man by 4 inches at 5'10" to 5'6". Now, the knockout ratio, 65% to 33 of favoring Broner. 33-3 for Broner, his professional record with 24 KOs, while Vargas coming in with 28-2 with 10 KOs. Now, we are aware that Broner really hasn't done nothing spectacular at 147 except for lose. You know, all his hot fame was 135. His power, his finesse, his flashy hands. And when he did show flashy hands, it was against much weaker competition. John Molina, Thea Payne. So at the 147 competition, it's the Adrien Broner that we know. He doesn't let his hands go. So that's the big talk in this fight. What will happen in this fight? Jesse Vargas, is he going to bring... To me, Jesse Vargas is a slightly lower version of a Mikey Garcia. You know, and when I say that, I mean like that type of fighting style. Jabs, 1-2s, up and down the body with a jab with occasional hook. You know, you're not going to get a barrage of nice, swiftly hand combinations from Vargas. You're going to get well-placed, counted for shots. Whereas Broner, we really don't know. Does he have the power? We've seen the power. But how long can we hold on to that Sean Porter knockdown? We've seen the dude has chin. We've seen he has heart because he always comes back and fights towards the end rounds. You know, he comes back like he knows. It's like a mental thing with Adrien Broner. Like he knows he's losing, but he tries to save face by finishing championship round strong. Like, oh, you know, I was giving it all. You know, he came on strong. And look, he tries to save face. So it's gonna be real interesting to see this fight. Is it a good fight? It's a catch fight. 144, which means you're gonna catch a lot of horse manure, I think. Now, going into this thing with defensively, the leg wise, you know, Vargas is a high guard, gap control, slip counter punch, you know, does a little waist movement. Whereas Adrien Broner, he goes into the, you know, he does a high guard, tries to do the shoulder roll. Everyone's not really fond of. Leg movement, I'm going to still think with the natural athletic, I think the faster feet of Adrien Broner gives him a better elusive defense. I'm going to lean with him towards the defense. I think he slips punches and rolls punches better than Vargas. So with the legs, I'm going with him, and defensively, I'm going with him for those reasons. I think he could use his legs a little better, and I think he could slip, roll. I think he has better waist movement, but does he always use it? But I find it better than Vargas's high guard gap control. Now, where this fight is going to really come down to is offensively. Like I said earlier, I do believe Vargas, like I said, he's not as good as Mikey Garcia, but if someone just wants, hey, describe what kind of fighting style you think Vargas is, I say he's a lower tier of Mikey Garcia's style. So he's going to control the gap, slew step backs, and counter you. Because I think Jesse Vargas works really good behind his jab. I think he has a better jab than Broner, but Broner obviously has the hand speed, the power I do believe he has, and he has the combination selection, the punch variation. I believe it all ends with Broner. So I'm going to lean with Broner. I lean with Broner on all boxes on this fight, and that's what's set. I believe everyone believes Broner has that skills. It just, when it comes to the ring, we all know he just doesn't throw his hands. Like I said, now, how can Jesse Vargas win this fight? He's going to have to work behind the jab, do the 1-2s, kind of how Mikey Garcia did. Be first on Adrien Broner, control the gap, and I would say constantly turn Adrien Broner. Don't let him set his feet where he's able to plant and unleash his combinations through his fast countering. That's when he gives people a problem, when he's able to counter you. When he's like Paulie Malignaggi, quick counters. Whereas, like I said, for Adrien Broner, I believe he's going to have to press the action at Vargas. He can't allow Vargas to have any type of mental confidence like he's winning some seconds of a round. Just come out the gate and put it on him quick. Use his feet. Whether he's throwing his hands or not, just put the pressure on him through activity. Whether it's feet, getting up in his face, smothering him, working some tight body shots. Put the pressure on Vargas mentally and quickly. And then just let his hands go. Because I think if he lets his hands go, he can counter Vargas at will. Because Vargas, even though he does work behind the jab and he goes up and down well with the jab, he has a tendency to overreach with the 2. He'll throw a 1 and he'll kind of lean forward and reach. And I think it's an all-day setup for Broner's counters. Like I said, I'm going to lean with Broner on this victory. Now, it's hard for me to pick him because he hasn't been showing up. But the fights he hasn't been showing up against, Porter is a beast and charged the hell out of him. Give him no time to think. Mikey Garcia was vastly ahead of him mentally with skills. And I don't think Vargas is going to be able to, not like I said, it's nothing against Vargas. Vargas is a nice, solid fighter, but I don't think he's going to be able to intelligently outbox Broner. I don't think he's going to freeze Broner mentally where Broner can't think of what to throw. With Mikey Garcia, you saw how he planted space. Mikey Garcia controlled everything. Porter just bomb rushed, and both those fighters gave Broner no time to think of what to do. Vargas is going to fight slower and not be as intelligent as Mikey and not be as bully as Porter. And I think this is going to give the time for Broner to think what's to counter, what's to come. And I do believe he's going to beat Jesse Vargas. And I don't think he's going to knock Vargas out. I think Vargas is a game warrior. But I think he's going to get a split decision. I'm going with split decision, Adrien Broner, in 12-round bout at the catchweight of 144. Let's see what happens. This is Mr. A. Like I said, I hope all you new viewers, hope you were entertained, became new subscribers, and hit that thumbs up before you left. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it. I'm Mr. A, and this is the RRT Boxing Show. Breakdown and prediction, volume 70. Stay tuned in.